Okay, so this is the facial makeup section, and in this section, the proctor will read, you will apply the facial makeup. You are expected to brace when you're working around the eye and mouth area. You will be expected to follow client protection, safety, and infection control procedures. You will have 20 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 10 minutes remaining. Step back to indicate that you have finished. So she will repeat the instructions, and then they'll say, you may begin. When you hear the word you may begin, sanitize. Of course, that always means you may sanitize. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to just go ahead and spin the client around, and then remove her towel off of her head, okay, and then that will go into soiled linens. Your bobby pin will go into items to be disinfected, and then you're going to go ahead and sanitize your hands because you touched hair, and then you're going to take your little band and place it underneath the client. Okay, so get it down under the client, kind of down by her ears. Okay, and then bring it up and then secure it. Okay, all right, so then once you've touched hair, you need to sanitize your hands again. Okay, and then at this point, you're going to grab your makeup palette and you're going to start putting products in your palette. And as you dispense them, then they go into items to be disinfected, so I'll throw it in there. And then my powder, so I'll get my powder out next and just put a little bit in there. See if I can do this without spilling it all over. Okay, so you don't need a whole lot, maybe a little more than what I put in there, but that'll work. Okay, and then items to be disinfected, and then the blush. So I'm gonna need to sanitize because I'm getting in a bag. And I'm gonna get a stick out of here to get out the blush. Okay, so I'll go ahead and open this up and put some blush in here, scrape it. Okay, so you're just going to use this and scrape it, and then items to be disinfected, and the stick goes in trash. Okay, now we need the eyeshadow. I'm getting in a bag again, so I'm going to sanitize. Okay, and then I'm going to apply the eyeshadow into here, to the next one, scraping some in there. And again, you don't need a lot. Okay, this eyeshadow goes in items to be disinfected. The stick goes in trash. Okay, and then I need to do the lipstick. So again, I'm going to sanitize. Get me out a stick here. Okay, so then you're going to scrape off a little bit of the lipstick and put it here in the palette. Okay, and then that goes into items to be disinfected, and the stick goes in my trash. Okay, and then I've got everything that I need. So what I'm going to do is start applying the foundation. And so I'll go ahead and get me some foundation on here, and then just start applying it all over. And you want to make sure that you don't have any lines of demarcation on your client. And just keep blending it into this, to the plastic doll here. And then go across her lip. And guys, you don't need a lot. I didn't use that much. And now I'm just going to kind of blend it in, getting rid of the line. And I'm just keep blending so she doesn't have a line of demarcation. Okay, so, and if you pretty much you know, I can still see some on here, but I'm also wiping some of it back off so it's not all thick. Okay, so then that's done. Then I'm going to take this like a powder puff and I'm going to dip it into my powder. Okay, and you can see, and then I'm just going to powder this on, blending it in. And guys, they're not seeing how beautiful of a job you do your makeup. What they're looking for, safety, sanitation. Get me a little more. Okay, and go across her upper lip. Okay, so then once you're done powdering, then you can go into the blush. So I just use this for the blush. And you just need a little bit, you don't need a lot. So see, I just have a little bit here. And then just go ahead and apply some blush. And then I need a little more for this side. Kind of dabbing it on the skin. Okay, so there's my blush. Throw that into the trash. Now the next thing I'm going to do is the brows. So you have to brace when you are grooming the brows. So to brace, your hand, see how my finger is resting on the client or my palm, this side of my hand. So I'm going to rest and then just groom. And then up here, I'm going to come over here and groom, resting on her cheek. Okay, so then this goes into the items to be, or well, that one's disposable, so it'll go into trash. And now for the eyeshadow. So I'm going to pick up some eyeshadow, and then I'm going to brace again. So my hand is resting on the client. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some eyeshadow on. Need a little more. And it's a daytime look, so you don't need a lot. And then brace, my hand is resting on the client. Whoops, lifted my hand a minute there. Get me some more. This eyeshadow is not going on her very well. Okay, so there, and then this will go into the trash because it's disposable. And then you're going to get your eyeliner, and it's got to be sharp like this. So you're going to brace, and you can put the lid on here, or you can throw it into items to be disinfected. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply some eyeliner, bracing. Okay, so there's my eyeliner, and that goes into items to be disinfected. And now the mascara. So what you want to do is you want to open the mascara tube, take this out, hold it in your hand like that, dip this one in the mascara, and then put this one back on, and then put it in items to be disinfected. Now, when you're applying, you got to brace, so I'm going to pretend I'm putting mascara on her, and then we're going to come over here, bracing and applying. Let's see, brace over here so I can get up on the lashes like I'm actually doing it. Okay, then that goes into the trash. And then we go down to the lips. So the first thing you're going to do is line the lips. So you get your, and you have to brace. So I'm resting my hand here. And then I'm going to just line the lips. Okay, and then okay, so there I've lined her lips. So then this goes into items to be disinfected. And now I need to put on the lipstick. So I've got the lipstick here. And then again, you have to brace. So I'm going to put on some lipstick on her. Okay, so now I've got the lipstick on, and then I just take this last little makeup wedge, and I just go through and I check and make sure there's no lines of demarcation, blending if I need to blend anywhere, check under here, under the chin. If it's not coming off, guys, then you can, well, usually you have a little water or something, but anyway, or a toner, but I guess just keep on blending because I don't have that out. And there you go. So then you take that, throw that into the trash, and your palette also goes into items to be disinfected, and then you sanitize your hands. And then, of course, I have this left I don't need, so that can go in the trash. Now, go ahead and sanitize again. And then that is it. You step back